Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's been a few days since I've been on. It's me, Aisha Hogan from the International Academy of Universal Self-Mastery, like you can't read, also known as I Awesome. And today I'm here with another one of our amazing faculty members. She is joining us today from Australia. And I want to introduce to you Emilee Matthews. Emilee, welcome. Welcome to I Awesome.
Hi, Aisha. Thank you so much for having me here. It's so exciting that we finally get to catch up and have a chat.
I know. I feel like it's been forever. You know, it's really hard because it's like, what do we got? We got 12, 13 hours between us.
Massive. We've been having a struggle, haven't we? Trying to connect the dots.
So we've got it. We've got it now. So this is so amazing. So I'm so glad that you're with us. And I'm so glad that you joined I Awesome. And the beautiful thing about it is that you are teaching a course called Healing with Hatha.
That's right, yes.
So you want to tell everyone a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, sure. Look, this is a beautiful program that I created because I was so blessed a few years ago in my life to be able to go overseas and spend a lot of time in this really beautiful spiritual community. And I was in this spiritual yoga school, learning yoga and meditation every day. And I was just having these really fast-tracked transformations and energetical upgrades and really reshaping my life in this really small, condensed amount of time. And I just really realized how blessed I was in that moment to be able to spend that time there. And I knew that not everyone had the ability to go and spend, 3 months of their life overseas just whenever they wanted.
No.
So
who can do that? I can't do
I
that.
know, I know, right? So I wanted to put this into a program that was available to people all around the world. And that's why I just love the internet space that we have these days and what's being created here at I Awesome, because I have condensed my own personal growth transformations and experiences through what it is that I learned through yoga, through traditional Hatha yoga, into this course of healing and self-love and self-connection, self-awareness, self-discovery, all these beautiful things that use the tools of yoga to allow you to find that place within yourself where you just feel happy and satisfied and at peace and feel like you have clarity and direction in life. And in a bit of a nutshell, that is what Healing with Hatha is.
So what's the difference? Like for someone who's new to yoga, I know, there's vinyasa, there's hatha, there's, okay, I'm going to be bad now. There's one that starts with an A, asana.
Ashtanga.
So there's these different kinds. See what I mean? There's these different kinds of yoga. So what is hatha? What makes hatha different?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know all the styles of yoga either myself. I'm very yin and hatha based. And I think one of the biggest things to understand is that there's a misconception about yoga itself just being about stretching the physical body.
Right.
The yoga that I teach, it takes you on an inward journey. And if you are understanding of the way the universe and the reality works, everything comes from within us, but we're living so outwardly. And sometimes it takes a little bit of redirection in life to understand how we can start to dig deeper inside of ourselves and what that actually means for the outward reflection of our life.
Right.
So I love that Hatha yoga, it teaches you about the chakra system, which gives you a bit of an understanding of how energy works in the body and specific characteristics of our personality, how they actually work and how we can really dig into each of them. Before I first started all of this, my whole life, my mental, emotional, physical, energetical space, I explain it as just a big ball of condensed mush. Like I had no idea what any of it really meant or that I was supposed to understand any of it. But for me, Hatha yoga really helped me create some healthy separation of my layers and understand how they made me function in the world. And I think that going inward and discovering yourself from a different perspective is the difference maybe that Hatha, traditional Hatha yoga brings, or at least the teachings and the journey that I'm bringing into healing with Hatha brings to somebody who might be just thinking, is yoga just about stretching the physical body? Is it just
and you know what? And this is what self-mastery is about, right? So when we talk about self-mastery, we talk about it is that inward healing, right? And that's what I love about iAwesome and all the courses that have shown up here. Like, I had no idea when I started this journey what was going to happen, right? So, so all of these beautiful courses that have come in, it's really about healing from the inside out, which is what needs to happen. Like I always say, we come from this world of instant gratification. Everything needs to be fast. Everything needs to be now. Everything needs to and pop a pill, feel better, so whatever it is. And at the same time, it is like self-mastery is actually fast, but it's permanent. Like, it's fast and it's permanent. Like, if you stick with it and you are consistent, because I guess what I'm trying to say is happiness is progress, right? Happiness is when we progress in life. So to create that progression, to be happy, we need to do something that's consistent, and we need to create that momentum. But we also need to think of things as holistic. And when I mean holistic, I'm not talking about burning sage, unless you want to. When I'm talking about holistic, I'm talking about working with our different, like you were talking about, our different layers. Physically is part of it. Mentally is part of it. Working with our belief system is part of it. Our emotions is part of it. Our energy is part of it. And I've always said, if you're just going for talk therapy and hoping to clear all this, you're putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. Like, it's just not going to work, not for long term.
No, I completely agree.
And that's why I think people go and they go, oh, I've been seeing my therapist for 5 years. And I'm like, what?
Is it working?
Is it? Yeah. Are you feeling better? Like, you should be like being able to fly by now, like after 5 years of seeing somebody like that. Right. So if you can't do that, if it's not making the change in you, if it's not consistent, then you're not dealing with the whole package. We are a whole package.
Absolutely.
And that's what I really love about the fact that, you've brought in Hatha, and we've got people that are doing so many other different beautiful things. You've also got another course that you're doing, 10 days of gratitude.
Oh, yes. It's so exciting. I think we're so busy in the world.
Yes.
We're so busy doing what we're doing. And a lot of people forget to put themselves first, and they don't have a lot of time to fill their cup. And so 10 days of gratitude for me was something that I could put together that people could apply to their life, to apply really quickly, easily, and simply, and still be able to go about their really busy life. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations of energy. And in another term, it means where we can feel really good in our life. And it was really, really important for me to be able to offer a really effective, simple tool that if it was all somebody could do in their life to make them feel better, do this. Because appreciation and gratitude is one of the most powerful energies that's going to allow you to feel happy in life and be content, and in a certain way receive the desires that you want to create in this reality. And it can be applied in any way, because it's a mindset, it's a perception, it's a way that we see life. There's so much beauty going on around us, and it's just as simple as going, I'm going to look at this tree in all the beauty that it is, or the sky, or the sunset, or the ocean, or nature, or even every single human being, just to be able to look at them all with a big, beautiful sunflower in their heart, as opposed to looking through a lens of judgment or disappointment, or
letting it go stale, not even forgetting how amazing that those things are. Like,
right.
Think about when you were a kid, you saw a bird fly for the first time, or you saw snow for the first time, or you saw, a rainbow, and you were like, wow, and so amazed by this thing that you just saw for the very first time. And then when we get older and we get all wrapped up in our doing and forget about our being, then
Right.
we're like, we forgot how beautiful those things were, and that those miracles are still going on around us. And children are still like, what? Like, and they're still excited about those things, and we should be too.
Absolutely agree with you. Yeah. And gratitude and appreciation for these things and this energy that moves through us really helps us to see this. I have a 19-month-old daughter now, and she has really brought that magic back into my life, because you look through their eyes now, you see how exciting it is for them to see something for the first time. And you go through this whole rebirthing process of yourself, and you're like, this world is magical and amazing. And when you can come back into that place within yourself, and this is what the inward journey is about, it's like remembering the magic that is around us every single day, because this world isn't just because, in my opinion and my experience, it's not just because. You know, look how wonderful and amazing everything is. And this is what I want for people. You know, I want them to be able to see and feel the world through this space. And I believe gratitude can help with this. I believe healing with Hatha can help people find that place within inside of themselves to shift the mindset, to shift the emotion that's not serving them, and to feel good. When we feel good, life's good.
And with everything that's going on in the world right now, you know, we have to remember to be grateful for all the magic that you're talking about. And, you know, this morning, something sort of occurred to me. I mean, I kind of guess I knew this, but it never really showed up in the way that it did this morning. And I woke up with I opened my eyes and I was like, of course. Right. And part of it was like, you know, as you know, as these beautiful beings that we are are able to manifest. You know, we manifest our lives, everything that we do in our lives, everything, whether we like it or we don't like it, we brought it in, right?
Yeah,
so we have created this, right? So, you know, in almost every sort of religious book, there's always something that says something along the lines of seek and ye shall find.
Yes.
Right. So as we look for illness, like we all are right now, I'm not even going to say the name of it, but as we're all looking for illness, this particular illness right now, we're so focused on it. Where our focus goes, energy flows. So we are actually perpetuating this illness that's going on right now. So could you imagine if the whole world really believed and said, you know what, we're done with this, you're out of here. It would be gone.
It really would be.
It would be gone.
And if everybody focused on and love and, you know, world peace, world love, you know, this is what we would create. And that's why I love this platform that you have birthed into this physical reality, Aisha, because this platform is the opportunity for everyone to come into that space, to start to recognize the ability that they have within them to manifest and create their own reality through what we focus on. Because like you said, what we focus on, energy moves towards this space. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's so amazing.
It really, really is. I've got some manifesting courses in the pipeline as well. So I hope to share them with you guys.
Oh, absolutely. And we hope to see them. You know, I think I'm reading right now and I'm reminding myself, I haven't read this in a while, and I'm rereading a book right now by Esther Hicks. And it's that book of, you know, deliberate intent, you know, the power of deliberate intent and how powerful that is. And, you know, once in a while, and, you know, you need to remind yourself of this, right? So as I guess maybe that's why the thought came to me, because I was reading it last night before I went to bed. And I was like, right, we are creating this right now. It might have shown up for whatever reason it showed up for, but we are actually perpetuating it by checking the numbers.
Yeah.
What are they right now? You know, living in this fear, having this belief system, all of this stuff, we're actually doing this. We're doing this.
We are creating it. And when we realize that, that's where our choice comes in, and we go, oh, I'm going to start focusing on something else.
Yeah, I'm going to take my focus and put it somewhere else. Like, I don't want to think about this anymore. And it's interesting, you know, iAwesome has the social platform piece, right? Like it's got the piece where people can socially speak to each other and meet like-minded people, and it's got a timeline and all of that stuff. But what it doesn't have is all the marketing and the ads and everybody telling everybody what to do. Buy this, go there, whatever. And so when you come into iAwesome, it's very different for people because it's quiet.
Yeah.
Right. And they come in and they're like, well, nobody's telling me what to do. I mean, there's tutorials everywhere that show you what to do, but nobody's telling me what to do. And, you know, I've had someone saying, well, I don't know what to do. And I'm saying, well, there's a welcome tutorial right there. You know, why don't you take that? Plus there's a study guide. I'm on Zoom all the time, open Zooms where you can come in and talk to me and ask me questions. Right. So, but I said, you know, part of mastering, and you get the first lesson as soon as you walk in, part of mastering is getting your choices back.
Yes.
About making decisions. You need to make decisions for yourself. So you can either sit there when you come in and do nothing and go, no one's telling me what to do. Or you can start looking for Emilee's courses, or you can start jumping into things and getting involved and making conversations and adding in posts and joining groups and being a part of something and taking control of your mastery. Or you can sit there and go, why isn't anybody telling me what to do?
Yeah, absolutely. But we've forgotten along the way that we have the choice. It's such a huge thing that I teach, is like, you have the choice to choose how you feel in every moment, how you think in every moment, what you focus on in every moment, what you're doing with your life. But we're conditioned against that. And again, that's why I just love the authentic group of people that are here, because we all have this goal in mind of raising the vibration of the planet, bringing everyone back into a space of love and peace and happiness. And that's just so juicy and beautiful to me.
Well, you know what? You said something interesting there. You said bringing them back into. I don't think they've ever been in.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about our history, it's all been filled with war and icky stuff and, you know, and bombing. I don't think we've actually ever, I think we have not evolved to that space yet. So it's not like we're getting back to it. We need to get to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were in it before we birthed into this space, right? But yeah, we were birthed into the conditioning. And this is what I was saying about me feeling like everything was just this big ball of mush for me. Like I didn't recognize, I was just autopilot, just going around and around and around until I was probably, it might have been 27 years that I was just doing this, until I went, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I can think for myself. I can make decisions. I can be a critical thinker. I don't need to follow.
Exactly. You can make choices for yourself. You can make, you know, you can make decisions for yourself. You can choose not to do what everybody else is doing. You know, it drives people, like some people in my life, crazy because I am not on the news all day long. And I actually don't know what's going on. Like I have to be completely honest. I know what precautions I have to take.
Sure.
So everybody can be calm about that. I know what precautions I have to take. But beyond that, I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's just like, it's going to happen whether I feel bad about it or not feel bad about it. But I choose to focus on something like iAwesome, where I can make something that will help to raise humanity rather than being one more person that's going to help keep it down.
That's exactly right. Look, my TV's unplugged too. And it comes back to it. What you're focusing on, if you're sitting there watching the news, your energy is going into that, and it's probably a fearful energy.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Get on iAwesome, guys. Plug your energy into iAwesome. So many free courses here for you guys to do. It's beautiful. I'm even jumping into all of them.
Yeah, as soon as you get in, like you can just start taking courses, and that's like amazing. And then there's also deeper dives if you want to go real deep into some stuff. There's some of those types of courses too. But gosh, it could take you months just going through all of the beautiful free courses that are in there.
I need more time.
Right?
I need a permanent babysitter.
Honestly. Anyways, thank you so much, Emilee. And if you were going to give people I think we gave them some tips already today, but if you were going to give them a tip or a strategy right now, what would you say that would be?
A tip or a strategy? Just try new things. Yeah, be open, because you're where you are in your life because of what you're doing and what you're focusing on. And if there's something within you that goes, I'm not fully satisfied or I'm not completely happy, maybe it's because you need to try something else. So be open. Be open. Notice the block that might come up in your mind and just go, oh, nah, I'm not going to do that. Or that just seems weird. What if it was the thing that changed your life completely?
Yep. You know, you're very right. And the one thing I say this all the time. So for those of you who have not signed up for Master Your Mission, by the way, right now, that's a 2-hour free masterclass that you don't even have to be a part of iAwesome to take. So just go to iawesome.com and check out our events page and go there. That I'm doing one a week. So like, check it out. That's for your goals, to get you some motivation, to get you a little more focused and understanding what you need, understanding what you want in some area of your life. I also bring you through a tour of iAwesome. But the one thing, like what you said there, was like, if we keep making the same decisions and the same choices, you will end up in the same place. It doesn't matter if you change the order of the choices and do them differently. You're still going to end up in the same place. So what is that, that definition of insanity, doing it over and over again, expecting a different result? If you keep playing with the same puzzle pieces, you're going to make the same picture is going to come out. It doesn't matter which piece you start with first, right? So you need a new puzzle. You need some new pieces. You need some new additions to that, right? So you can make it look different.
That's right. And I was full of those new puzzles. It's got so much here. Yeah, it's got so much here. Try it out, guys.
Excellent. Think of your mind like a map, right? We have a map. There's certain roads that we take all the time. To get here, we start from here, we go here, we go here. Just like if you laid out a map of your country with the roads and you would see everything. What if you could expand that map and see beyond that map and change some of those roads and get some more detail, get closer, right? And see the other choices and other roads that you could possibly take, right? To get to different places. And that's really what you want to do. So to do that, it's not just about knowledge. It's about coming in. It's about taking courses. It's about interacting, and it's about taking action. Knowledge is not enough by itself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Emilee, for just being you, because you are awesome, and being part of our amazing academy. And thank you for joining me. And thank you all for stopping by this evening and morning for you. And I'll talk to you guys all later. Good night. Good morning.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
All right, bye-bye.